Dauntless on the red side.
Are you ready? Red Tide, are you ready?
All right, Dauntless Red Tide.
Right. Out the gate. Here they go. Two teams quick off the jump.
Dauntless, longtime returning champions. A top team against Red Tide, reigning champions of Ragfest.
Reigning champions of Ragfest. How did they do in the California FoamSoft tournament? I don't know if we know that or not.
No, we have that somewhere.
Hosted by King of Games, Kale of Team Nebula. What a great tournament. Southern California's premier PvP. Yep.
Red Tide. No, they didn't write that down.
Didn't write that down,
Good,
which means
probably.
they didn't win. Yep. All right. Oh, we are neck and neck. We still have 0 center bucket capture. These elite teams, they really play the strategies. Just out here. Very little movement. We are neck and neck, and it looks like we can never trust the counters exactly because they're little Arduino Wi-Fi props, but it looks like Red Tide got to their button first because their timer is advancing first. Maybe. Nope, it's exactly the same time. Those teams are dead even. My word. And just the field is we're stagnant. All right. All right. Nobody has even made a push for the center bucket yet. They just, okay, we're getting a rush from Danny, and he gets hit. That's no capture. Doesn't even hit the button. We're still at a 0-0. Jangular is right on the barrier.
Oh, the tent didn't get put back in the same place. I don't think we can do anything about that.
Okay, that's fine. All right, making a push. Addy making a push for the center bucket. Manages to grab it, and that's safe. We're getting a safe call from the ref.
Almost 2 minutes in, the first push for the center bucket.
Yep, and that just Red Tide is going to have to answer. Red Tide is definitely going to have to answer if they're going to want to move on.
Yeah, waiting that long is a sign of a team that is confident in its ability to hold down the field and knows that securing good positions.
Yes, all right, Real New Deal managed to shake the corner. Let's see if they can turn this into something. We got to move in. We allow to spawn in. Nope, it's not going to count. Or sorry, we're going to get an elim on account. Jangular is out. Koa's making a push for the middle bucket. Jangular being out, leaves that wide open, misses the bucket, gets hit, can't hit the button. Man, he is not going to be happy about that missed button. I'm telling you.
Look at that communication, though, with Real New Deal calling out, knowing that they had a moment to try to go for the bucket. We have a second
Ronan in.
For the
Ronan
bucket.
gets the bucket. It's safe. They're calling it safe, and Red Tide officially starts their middle bucket count up.
Red Tide putting some time on the clock, finally.
All right, looks like, there we go. They're making a push. It's back to stale. All right, so Red Tide has to sit on this for about 25 more seconds, and if they can maintain 25 more seconds, we'll get to an even match again. But it looks like Dauntless is hungry for that middle. They're sending people up the gut. Is that Kyle? Kyle, I don't think was able to make it. Real New Deal taking some affirmative movements here. Gonna get him on the spawn.
Red Tide closing the gap here. We're about to have a switch in.
A turnover. All right, we got a Dauntless double spawn in from the far side.
Blue team lead.
Kyle and Jangular are going to try spawning in. That's a trade. And, all right, Kyle made it onto the field. Kyle has made it onto the field. Koa quickly gets the elimination. Jangular also traded out. We're going to try a close side push now.
Red Tide trying to hold this lead, knowing that if they can keep the center bucket,
Yeah, that's true.
They, of course,
Addy making a push for the center. We're going to see if she gets it. That's a button knock, and it's safe. We're sending a ref on. We're still calling it. Red Tide's just going to go try and fix the bucket and get it back. Red Tide is able to claim the bucket.
Incredible.
Look at that. Able to claim the bucket. A great push by Addy across the center, though. That was a great move.
Absolutely.
All right.
Red Tide really pulling ahead at this point.
Yeah.
Dauntless has to do some work, but it is, again, still well within reality for them to take it back with almost 2 minutes left on the clock.
That is true. Some major upset could happen. It is it's wild when you see the two top tier teams playing. It almost looks less hectic and a little less chaotic than the rest of it, but you know all of these people are playing at the top of their game right now, and every single move is completely calculated. There is not a single shot that is fired, that is not calculated. There's not a rush. Koa's dad at the far end with a bunker on Jangular gets eliminated in return, but what a good move over the top. Koa's dad, great player. Chris from Red Tide. All right, we got a movement. It looks like Dauntless is able to pick up the mid bucket. No, they are not.
That was a button miss, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Red Tide still holding that center bucket with 1 minute left in this round.
Oh, they're pulling it away.
And 100-second difference, roughly, between the two teams.
Oh, it's exciting. All right, we got Real New Deal spawning in on the close corner. Again, a surprising amount of empty real estate near the bucket this round. The bucket has just been on an island. All right, big player switch
Dauntless spreading out for the spawn.
It looks they might do a four split. Real New Deal is friendly fired. All right, Real New Deal friendly fire. Looks like friendly fire tags do not count, which is probably good. Dan forgets he's playing for Red Tide, shoots Real New Deal. All right, that's a bunker. All right, and get him. All right.
Real New Deal still in play, holding down the close corner.
The kid's good.
Not giving
He's
it up
good.
that easily.
All right, trying to multi-spawn. Addy in first, and then we got Jangular pushing further, and it looks like he gets bunkered. Real New Deal gets out. Manatee is out. Jangular is out. And Randall is also out of four trade.
Jangular knew what he was doing there. That was clearly an intent to just eliminate that whole side. But with this match ending, Red Tide is going to hold this one on.
They're going to take it. What a match, KT.